Hello fans of Marvel Heroes, my name is Wilfred Wong and welcome to my channel whereby you see guides and video on this free-to-play game called Marvel Heroes. Now this episode is called Pre-Order or Don't Bother. There's a new hero coming on board and his name is Blade, and Blade is a vampire in this Marvel universe, and it's going to be one of the new heroes hitting the live server soon. So I'm actually in the test center today. So some of these game feature or power and whatnot, it may not be tuned up, but my job here is to showcase to you what this hero is designed to be, what he can do, and whether he's got your cup of tea or not. Pre-order, don't bother, your choice. And so let's talk about game, right? I mean, that's what you probably would like to know. When it comes to Blade, he basically has two kind of power set to it. One is mainly the melee, another mainly for ranged. So I don't think it is advisable to mix the melee and range. It could be if you want to proc certain things, I do not know, but I would just go for either melee or range. So I'm going to demonstrate both to you, and there are specialization as well. But before I explain on the specialization part, this is for utility, by the way. Before I do the specialization part, probably just to explain something unique to this very hero that you have not seen in any other heroes. All right. So the thing about Blade is that he's a vampire. So when the target get bleeding, like I'm going to just so this is the power that will bleed the target. So I'm going to bleed this target right now. And once the target is bleeding, this guy will start to say, the thirst will go up. And once you hit 100%, the whole screen, okay, I'm going to do one more. It's about 10 seconds it takes. Then the whole screen becomes red here, and you're losing health. But, as you are losing health, you actually get buffed as well. So it's very exciting. Something like Ghost Rider, but I think it's even more urgent than Ghost Rider or Moon Knight, because it actually dropped to 0. And then you could elect to say, you take a serum, and then replenish back. But then because I choose a specialization whereby this bloodlust effect continues, so you actually hit 0 like this, and it's actually very vulnerable. I've tried that in the cosmic terminal. It gets really exciting. So this is the one that I'm talking about, the specialization only when necessary, whereby the bloodlust will continue to be active for another 12 seconds. So whether your hero can take the kind of damage or not, I do not know, but I find it a little bit challenging to keep up to that kind of thing. And also another thing about I'll show you a little bit more when it comes to bloodlust. And the other thing, of course, you can say, well, let's not kill ourselves doing this. Why not just like in control? I think it's more for cosmic patrol, whereby you can get a lot of like spike hitting you, and so I think this is something that you could consider. Another one is also equally as nerve-wracking, is that you actually drain more health during the bloodlust cycle, but then again it would not continue. The cycle will not continue after you use a serum. The serum is every 12 seconds, by the way. So maybe let's just try this one. It's a little bit different. So I'm going to dive into a cosmic terminal, a couple of them. I'm going to do a melee, do a range. So just to showcase to you how it plays like. All right, just let's play. Okay, this is Blade in the cosmic Kingpin and test center, so everything is subjected to change. So here's a few utilization whereby it could be quite interesting as well. And this is signature, by the way, just jump up from above. And I would say that he's actually pretty simple to play. I mean there isn't many like complex kind of like mashing kind of button, because all these things are very much like vanilla. I mean now it's on bloodlust, by the way, and I'm losing health fast, so I can use I can use a see, I'm so excited. I can use a serum, stop this from happening. Alright, but then I'll lose the bloodlust kind of like buff. So it really depends on what you want to go for, because the buff is where I can sort of like get really powerful, I suppose, but then it comes with the health cost to it. So it's not something that you probably want to do it too often. And also, by the way, it's taking a lot of like a spirit when I try to do something here. So it is actually very spirit intensive. I'm using a baseless move, and now it's on bloodlust, and after that I need to take a serum, because I think it's getting a little bit. So you have to kind of gauge like when do you want to take a serum. So it's a little bit different for this specialization called never sated. Sorry, yeah. So so the gameplay, I can feel there's a lot different, because you want to for this kind of mode, specialization, you want to see when you can, you want to maintain health low as much as possible during the bloodlust, because that is when you want to get your best buff kind of thing. But the thing is that because in this kind of terminal, you try to run around quite fast, and the mob will die before they bleed out, right? So you don't really have a lot of like, how should I say, the bloodlust kind of thing. Like now is the bloodlust, but then by the time it's like, really too late. So I'm going to just take as much as possible, see how far I can get before I actually use a serum. So now I think it's the time to use a serum because it's like close to 0. So you can more or less gauge how it plays like, and let me just continue doing this one. All right, so it is very much like I'm trying to bleed people around me, but because the bleed is actually on cooldown, so I can't really bleed on demand. And if the mob is dead, then I can't really bleed anything, can I? So that is the thing. So now it's bloodlust, and how far can I press? No, I can't really. I mean, so that is so this specialization a little bit strange. Especially in this kind of like, okay, so I'm going to boss right now. Oh, by the way, I don't think the unique is actually gear right now. The unique is not designed for this hero right now. So I'm using all the any hero unique right now. I'll show you the gear later. But so far I'm still not in bloodlust. So I'm in bloodlust now. Okay, trying to die here. So yeah, that is the basically the play like. When it comes to blade, and like I said, the gear I have is very much those are pretty decent gear, I would say. Twilight, Gorilla, and whatever. I just grab whatever I can for him. I'm not bothered about the thing, the so-called the roll and so on. All right, so let's go for another one. All right. So this is Blade, Cat Center, Cosmic, Sinister. Now I'm going to choose another one, the only when necessary specialization, which is very exciting. This one, I tried it before. So the idea is that you have to use serum as and when the mobs are like, bleed out and so on. As and when you are in bloodlust, and so that is very important. But as you can see, it's actually quite hard to get the bloodlust with all these trash mobs that die so fast, because they don't bleed out, right? What can you do really? No, you can't do anything. So that is it. The bloodlust is going up. So I have to find something that is quite meaty. Okay, so now it's bloodlust, and I have to go and take a serum, but the bloodlust still continues. So you try not to take too much damage right now, as you are actually still 6 seconds away from the other one, and I'm like still on bloodlust, man. This is like really exciting stuff. And now I take a serum, and I'm still on bloodlust, and oh my god, this is like super exciting here right now. So the gameplay is a lot more different from the other one, the Sated, because now it dropped to 0. I can't really do anything right now. I can't take the so-called medkit because it's on cooldown. Everything's on cooldown. So now I'm going to bleed the guy again. So there's only one power that I can bleed, but sort of like let's just continue. See how far I can. Actually, he died at one time. So when I try to pay him, because it's not easy to like right now. I want to do the bloodlust, but I can't because I need to wait, make sure that they don't die on me, and then after that I do. So now it's bloodlust, right? So that is very nice. Take a serum right now. So you don't need a thing. As in when you are in the blood, the serum is on cooldown. Just use it because it's pretty scary. So you have to keep moving really fast, but then also you have to have the spirit that sustain that as well. Now he's taking a serum right now, and you see what I mean? It's really exciting, huh? I never talked that fast before. I know a lot of you say that I talk really fast, but sometimes when it really gets exciting right now, then I just cannot stop talking and just keep talking. And I don't know, man. This is really hard right now. Okay. So yeah, I think I'm in control. Well, it's not in control. It's when it's necessary, I think. Well, okay, that's a name of specialization. In case you didn't get it. So okay, I'm going in, and I miss a bloodlust. In my state of excitement, I miss my bloodlust. Oh man, so that is it. 10 seconds to get up there. I hope I get a chance to get bloodlust right now. And this is signature. All right, so that's it. That is Blade versus I have to quickly take some blood. I think somehow you have to time your med kit as well. And together with this whole serum thing. By the way, I keep talking about serum is because this is the the power that reset all this bloodlust. But because I've got this like only when necessary specialization, the bloodlust actually continue for another 12 seconds. I can't erase it. But the good thing is that my power get more powerful, like this one. If bloodlust is active, my damage up by 10%. 10% is kind of tiny. Think about it. The kind of like sacrifice that you have to take on something that is so exciting. So yeah, I mean there are a couple of power that like that okay. So basically there aren't many power that really benefit from bloodlust, which is only a hack and slash. So I would say, I mean, I think in Cosmic Petrol I'll probably go in control, but the only when necessary and never sated is probably two different card builds. So now, what should I do? I should do a range maybe? Yeah, actually I enjoy range better. So this is Cosmic MODOK with Blade in range build. It is at test center, by the way, so everything is subjected to change. Okay, so when it comes to, I show you two of the specialization already. So I'm going to go with I tell you what, never sated. Alright, start with this one first. It's less taxing, and but I find that range is actually a little bit easier to play for me. So as for the, I'm going to talk a little bit about power as well, so you have an idea of what he plays like, and the so I'm going to do a little bit on power itself, and so what happened is this, right? You have this like a UV granite to buff. Let me just get rid of these guys first. So you have the UV granite to get rid of the to apply the vulnerability. Then you have something called the hypertoxin granite that apply vulnerability to grievous wounds, just like Wolverine has grievous wound. Then after that was buffed. Then after that you can do something called the unleashed glaive, whereby it's sort of like it apply the grievous wound that's being buffed by this one. And now the bleed comes in. So what happened after that? You apply this one called My Namesake, which actually would have like this signature. You apply something called Stick Thrower, by the way, which is sort of like damage against the bleeding. So just to recap, so this one I apply vulnerability. This one apply the vulnerability to the grievous wound, and this one apply grievous wound and then apply the bleed as well. And this one finally have a sort of like higher damage to bleeding target. So these four go hand in hand, and I'm not going to talk about the melee anymore because it's exactly the same thing, same concept. But I seriously think that once the things are off cooldown, I really don't know what to do. I mean, that's all that I can, and I'm still trying to build up my maximum kind of like. Okay, so this one is the signature, by the way. It's just like Gambit kind of thing. And the okay, so that is the four of them you need to match. And in between the cooldown, you really can't do anything. The 8-second part of it, so you just have to use the main spender. All right. So it's very hard to get the bleed to back to 100%. When it comes to this sort of like you have to be very mindful when to apply the bleed. And what bleeds and so on. So I only have one power that bleeds, and the power is on cooldown. So once the mob dies, it doesn't bleed anymore, does it? So yeah, I mean that is the thing about the blade. And as you can see, the kind of like spirit is actually dropping quite fast as well. Yeah, so it's hard to say. I don't really see a lot of like bloodlust as the melee. Somehow melee seems a bit more exciting. And now it's on bloodlust, but I'm like run out of spirit. So this is on bloodlust. Alright. Okay, I take a serum. And even after so this is the never say that, is it? So this is the one that I should just take as much bloodlust as I can, my health, and to sort of like see how they go, rather than use the serum too often, I think. So that is the pretty much a gameplay. And I mean, like some of the part, I really wish that I could, my bloodlust to go up, but I just can't. These people just like, okay, so I have a chance here because these are blue mob and it takes a while to bleed. Robot that bleeds, wonderful. Yeah. So now I'm bleeding right now. It's very exciting. So I take a serum right now. It's just not really too much. Okay, signature. Signature is like MB's signature. Okay. Actually, the signature is very beautiful for the range. I'm going to show you in close-up later, alright? So just remind me. How are you going to remind me? I don't know. You're not... so okay, anyway. Why do I say such thing? Okay, so this is the bleed, and I'm hoping that something will bleed out soon. I can get my 100% and just do something fun, exciting. So a lot of time, as you can see, I'm more comfortable playing the range one, I would say. But, I mean, Alright, just okay, 1, 2, and then after that, okay, man, let's do a signature here. Okay, take a serum, try not to die in the video. Okay, so I think I missed my okay, let me get out here. So yeah, it takes a while, but all these are just test center. And by the way, I'm not even like there's no how should I say? There's no legendary yet. I haven't got any legendary for him, but I do have some really nice gear. And in anticipation of this whole bleed kind of bloodlust thing, I actually have something quite decent. Like I'll show you the gear later in the next video. All right, so I'm just going to maybe I just head to MODOK and say hi to him. So this is bleed, and you see, it doesn't yeah. So it you know, if you bleed the target that dies too fast, I think you just don't really have any blood loss at all. And after that, you've been waiting like, what happened? What should I do now? Right? I don't know what you do. Just do a main spender. All right. So yeah, I mean, okay. Here's a bike as well. Let me show you his bike. So for those who play Wolverine, Black Widow, Ghost Rider, you are very familiar with this bike kind of mechanism. I'm not a bike fan. I mean, I'm not a bike fan in this game. Well, I'm not a bike fan in real life as well, but it's a bit hard to control. I prefer something that runs through the platform that flies. So I'm going to go in now. Where's MODOK? So okay, why not do a signature, right? No, I mean the ultimate. What does this ultimate look like? I have no idea. This is the first time I see it. Okay, ultimate. Whoa. Okay, so what does that mean? All right. So yeah, that is the ultimate. I think it's wow. This is. Come on, man, don't die. Alright, not in the video. So yeah, but even if he dies, I mean, he can revive himself every 10 minutes. So there's really no kind of like a biggie in a way. Another cosmic medallion. You know, this sort of thing never happened to me while I'm playing the live pass scenario. I would be really mad if I see something really cool here, like the headband. Anyway, okay, so let's go for another sort of like specialization on the range as well. All right, so this is played in the test center, the vampire versus the dark elf. See who will win, and I'm going to use another one, the only when necessary. So I hope this one gives me a little bit more exciting things to do. So as always, there are a couple of, I think, just like 1, 2, 3, and 4, and bloodlust should, the bloodlust never go up. I don't know whether it's like a test server thing, or this like a dark elf doesn't bleed at all. So I'm going to try to get more bloodlust, and okay, I don't know, man. I really hope there's some way to sort of like yeah, but then again, you don't want it to happen too often as well. You get a bit hectic. And okay, man, let's do signature here. Alright, so come on, man, more bloodlust, please. Alright. Okay, sure, I'm on bloodlust, right? I mean, right, okay, so this is very good, and it's hurting me right now. And by the way, I'm actually using gear that I could okay, so basically I do this one here, just because my bloodlust will continue for 12 seconds anyway, so I'm making sure more bleed. So now it is like very exciting because I could die anytime here, and let's not die, man, please. Don't die. All right, cool. Okay, so even range can have its moment of excitement. It may not be as exciting as melee because it takes lesser damage, but alright, so let's do one more here. Alright, I mean, by the way, gear-wise, I don't know whether I'm really well gear or alright gear, because if you think about it, right? If you think on it, I'm actually using some of these like really nice art, like unique. I mean, I never be the one who really enjoy those like best in slot, because if a hero design unique is good, I'm actually happy doing right, come on, man, no more bloodlust, please. No. Now I get to understand how a vampire is like. I mean, that is pretty authentic, man. Just like a pretty scary stuff. Okay, man, signature. Alright, like Gambit. Yeah, oh, and I'm supposed to show you the signature in slow motion. I will, I promise you. Alright, so let's see. More bloodlust, please. Come on, man. Alright, so, wow. Avoided that. Could have been deadly, I think. I don't know. Alright, so, whoa. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. I need to focus a little bit here. Signature, okay. See, he catches his blade and sort of like, I mean, whatever, baton or whatever it is, and sort of like, throw it again. So it's beautiful. I love the kind of like See, he's keep dropping, and even after using serum, it's still dropping. So yeah, I mean, it is really exciting stuff. I don't know, man, how you guys feel about it. Maybe I should do something different. I don't know. But by the way, from the gear wide perspective, I'm actually using something like the lizard and more lizard, and then after that more health when I hit an enemy, and also more health when I hit an enemy. So I'm doing all that I can to accomplish his recuperate his health, but it seems that it still can get a little bit headache, hectic, at times when you take a lot of damage. All right.
Please don't kill me.
So you've seen the range, you've seen the melee, you've seen the specialization to when it's necessary, as well as the sated. So I'm going to show you the last one, the specialization called the in control, which is very much just a vanilla kind of like, you know that when you are in control, you have more health and more defense, but that's about it. You seldom get any like rush that you have seen just now. And you can still try to bleed, but it's sort of like it takes a lot longer to get there. So I just want to show you how much longer when you play a Cosmic Terminal when it comes to all these things. And so all these are bleed and bleed, alright, so these bleed, so the things are going up, but it's taking a little bit longer to go up. And so that is about it. So maybe always start with the bleed. Alright, so now it's bloodlust, right? So yeah, that is now it's more powerful, but then I'm walking down the corridor, what can I do, right? And maybe this one is just you can maintain. I see how long you maintain. But by the way, the health buff will not be benefit when you actually when you are in bloodlust. So the health, that 25k health that I have here, is only up when I'm not in bloodlust. So when I'm in bloodlust, I will not have that. All right. So this little vampire is very, very scary to play. But I mean, if you are not playing the kind of like a high risk, high gain kind of mode, it's kind of just like any other heroes, most of them, and it's not as the excitement is not really there, really. So that is about it, because there's so many cooldown, and but basically there are 4 cooldown, each cooldown buff another cooldown. So and in the end you just want bloodlust, and but the bloodlust come very, 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 very like not often, right? So well, I mean, I don't really blame it. It just happened to be that way. So now it's bloodlust, and I'm going in to see Hood. See how long I can, right, man. So that is, I think that is the signature, 3 times. I'll take a serum here, and whoa. So yeah, so that's happened when it dies, and they come back up again. So yeah, so if you cut it too thin, you will probably like where I am just now. So there's a fine line to judge, because I'm still very new to Blade. I don't know how much damage, how much like a punishment he can take before he actually dies. So yeah, I mean that is. So in closing, you know what? I love vampires, and this is one of my favorite movies. If they had a movie costume like this in the game, I would definitely buy Blade and the costume. But this is Blade in Marvel, and I've already got the advanced pack, so I will have him. Sure. I mean, if I didn't have him in my advanced pack, would I pay real money to get him? I don't know. I mean. I think as a hero, when it comes to what you can really get out from a hero, he seems to be a little bit like it's either range or melee. It doesn't really like War Machine or Warhammer. War Machine, whereby it forces you to do a little bit of either side, or Winter Soldier. So this is very much a vanilla version of either you do a range or either you do a melee. And the specialization kind of add a little bit complexity to a little bit of complexity to the gameplay, because you either you don't really care about bloodlust because you have a kind of health and defense kind of buff, or B, you said, okay, fine, every time when the bloodlust, I want to keep the bloodlust on at full, because I want to keep having to extend the buff and then use a serum, but then after the serum, also can further extend. So you keep having to manage health regen while you are buffing your main spender, right? Just 1 power, by the way. Or you can go to another mode, which is the sated mode, whereby you want to erase the bloodlust, only when you really can't take that kind of damage. So it's a little bit differently, because you can take as much as damage you can with the kind of like the life draining part of it. But then after that, whenever you can't really do it, then you use a serum and then restart the whole cycle. So it's just a little bit different gameplay. different type of gameplay, and I think for him the invulnerable shield is almost a must, and all these like other gear that you have for the for the stuff that you have seems also a must. I mean, right now it's hard to say because I can't really experience the unique design for him. So whether he's awesome or not, it's very hard to say. But right now it seems a little bit. I mean, consider the gear I have on him, it seems a little bit like just lacking the oomph a little bit when it comes to, because it's a lot of cooldown, right? There's like 4 cooldown, each cooldown buff each other. So when all the cooldowns are on cooldown, so what can you do? You just spam the main power. I don't know, man. But he's simple to play, don't need to do any hot bar dancing and so on. So that's all. It's a wrap. So let me know in the comment below, pre-order or don't bother. Let me know that too. And personally, I'm short on the fans right now on him, whether I really would get a lot of like kind of excitement from him. I do not know. But it seems that he's pretty exciting to play, but you have to play it really well. But in looking at this content, we have like Ghost Rider versus the Cosmic Gate versus harder content. This sort of hero whereby you have to trade health with damage is always a little bit challenging when it comes to this kind of harder and harder content. That's my thought only. Alright, so till the next time we see each other, goodbye and have fun. And yeah, for all the Blades fans, I'm sure you are very happy and celebrating right now. Bye.